You are now tuned in to Peach State TV, where any gym is home. www.peachstatehoops.com. Enjoy the show. Andraya Carter is a player who's not a stranger to our workouts. Been coming in pretty regularly since she was a sixth grader, and actually just verbal to the University of Tennessee yesterday. I had her back in the gym myself along with Keil Moore. You can see Keil in the picture passing to the basketball. And one of the things we started working on with her a little bit is the ability to score off the ball. As you can see here in this first clip, we're talking through a curl jumper where she comes in, makes a good read on what would be that first screener, curls in, catches. Her defender would be chasing her back. Curls in, gets the jumper up. You'll see in the next couple of clips, we'll continue obviously to talk about some off-the-move stuff where she's reading it to be straight, coming all the way to the passer. She's also reading a fade and a flare that we'll get to here in a little bit. Like I said, working with stuff coming off the basketball because in high school she plays primarily on it. So here in the off-season, working on some of that stuff right here.
Right into that straight cut. Right into that straight cut. Right into the straight cut. Come off to right to left. Good. Good.
As you can see, coming off that straight cut, now we're talking about a fade where she fades to the corner, gets her feet underneath her, and then knocks down the jumper. She does a really good job. One of the things that Keil pointed out to her was attacking the screener and then coming right off on a straight line where her feet were good and underneath her body so that she's still square, still has good body balance, and is able to get some lift on her jumper. You know, she definitely shoots it and gets off the ground when she does, so she's got to make sure that every time, even off of the move, that her feet are balanced and she's able to get the lift that she normally does when she spot shoots. As you can see, we changed the ball side and also changed, so now she's coming off of her right foot there as her inside foot. Same principle, coming off tight with the curl low, hands out, ready to shoot the basketball, hands in pocket. As you can see her knock that jumper down. Also want to make sure that if she misses a jumper there that we get it and put it right back in the hole. Finish it just like we would in the game. Talking about offensive rebounding as well. She misses one there, grabs her own rebound and sticks it right back in. Going back to that straight cut from earlier, this time we're shooting the three coming off of it. Once again, body balance, feet underneath her shoulders, hands out, ready to shoot the basketball as she comes to it. Wanting to make sure that we're getting that same shot at 20 feet that we were getting there in the mid-range a minute ago, coming off that screen, making a good read and coming right there to the passer. I'm changing it up a little bit. We're about 20 minutes in at this point. You see Carter catching it. Now we're talking the pick and roll. She actually is using a cone there as a screener, coming right off of it and pulling up for the jumper. She's getting there, getting her feet planted. A little jab step to get the defender rocking, coming right there in tight off the shoulder, so to speak, of that screen, low, and getting her feet underneath her to knock down that one dribble pull-up jumper. In this clip, same thing, quick jab, reads it, but this time the defender, the help stays flat, so she steps back and knocks down the three. The toughest part of this for a player, I think, is just maintaining your body balance on the step back so that you still get back to square and your shot is right there on line. She does that. Coming right off of that, we're looking at that same thing, the step back. This time the defender commits to trying to recover to the three that she just hit. She goes by her with one more dribble, right, left, good inside foot pivot there. As you can see right here, she squares it up, defender flies out, she goes right by and then knocks down the spot-up jumper there from about 15 feet. You're going to see Carter in this clip actually introduce a second screener, so to speak, or excuse me, a help defender on the hedge with that second cone. She comes down below the screen, comes back to attack it, reads the hedge. The hedge leaves her a little bit of space, and she just splits it with a change of direction. The ball is nice and tight in between what would be the screener and probably the post help. Her defender is going underneath that screen but gets caught up in it, can't recover. So Carter finishes and attacks the rim.
Last one. Last one.
Same train of thought on this one. This time we're looking at the backside help, probably an offside post player stepping up and trying to take away that layup from her. So she's doing a good job of 1-2-ing with the pull up there. Once she gets into the blue, we watch it again. She sets the player up, sets the defender up, comes off of it, gets the high hedge, quick read, change of direction, and then a quick pull up jumper right there. Here in this next clip, you're going to see her go off the glass and start to work that top corner a little bit, make sure we get that skill set in. And what we're talking about here, same function, that we're still looking at that high hedge. This time, though, she gets her defender leaning to the right, comes back with a quick change of direction to the left, doesn't even use the screen. Actually, her defender's jumping, whether it be under or over on that first screen, and we're able to come right off of it back to the baseline for a pull-up jumper. We're going back to what we did on the other side of the floor. Now she's going to come off her right hand, which is the tougher shot for a right-handed kid to actually be able to square it up, keep her body underneath her, and still be able to get the ball off the floor into her shooting pocket to be able to get it up. So we're still using that high screen. This time, we're going to assume the defender plays it flat, and she's going to pull up. In this last clip, Carter's going to give you a little hesitation as if she's going to shoot that three coming off her right hand, immediately attacks, headed toward the middle. Once again, sees that help line defender on the way and pulls up for a jump shot. Good read there, a little shake with her shoulders to get the defender off balance, freeze that first defender and get the help line.